Cliff Hughes declare when last him pay him taxes, how them go carry go a court NHT this. So I need to know if Cliff Hughes is getting any curry favor or any partner draw that me and you not get. President Joe Biden, you said some time ago that be careful of Jamaica becoming the next Haiti. Under my watch, under my historical views, Haiti was a beautiful place until a particular president ruled. I'm going to Google his name again. Yes. So Prime Minister, I'm not blocking anybody. President of the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris, you have bounds to Jamaica based on your historical ties with your parents here. I can be an asset to the world. I know the orders that I come under. I know what I must protect. If Andrew Holness gives over Jamaica to the Chinese government, and from my understanding, they now control the wharf, which is serious worries for Jamaica. If they control our road network, which they have started to control, that is serious business. If they control, Vice President, the ports, they control the transport system. There are allegations that the Chinese want JUTC. JUTC has never seen a profit from their existed from 1998 or 1988. So they're always losing. So it is now being told that the government of Jamaica wants to divest. And the Chinese are asking for it at a loss because there's an agreement. So them take the transport system, them take the road system, them take Jamaica. And that is why Andrew Holness is being defiant. That is why, have you seen in recent times how the Prime Minister is now becoming very strong, and see they're calling him all kind of hate names. Jama, I have no problem with my sexuality. Have you identified yours? And if so, appreciate love. U.S. Embassy, I'm badgered in Jamaica every day. As a homosexual, I'm badgered as a madman. Dear President Biden, mental health, many Jamaicans and many people across the world have suffered from mental health disorders. Bipolarity, schizophrenia, manic, all kind of things. Multiple personality disorder, post-traumatic disorder. And yet, the Prime Minister went on a platform last week, Sunday, this time at Heal the Family, Heal the Nation, at, you want the church name again? Power of Faith. And he said, and let me paraphrase, beware of, who is this? No. Beware of false prophet And there are people who are suffering from mental health disorders that are seeking attention. That's a low blow, Prime Minister Holness. You insulted me. You went further to insult Chief Curry and the Maroons to say they want to use guerrilla warfare and there's no other sovereignty. Prime Minister, if I check in 2019, the 6th of January 2019, you acknowledge the sovereignty of the Maroons. Let us fact check the Prime Minister. You acknowledge the sovereignty of the Maroons. The 6th of January 2029 between the British and the Maroons. 2022, you retract those statements after. You retract those statements after to say there is no other sovereign state except the government of Jamaica. Prime Minister, you should be locked up for treason. Prime Minister, you should be locked up for crimes against humanity. We are just 12 days now, and we have 37 murders that are acknowledged, many of whom are still unaccounted for. Many of whom are still unaccounted for. But yet still, Prime Minister, you are caught up with a conversation of naming Horace Chang, the sleeping Minister of National Security. Why didn't you name Everett Warmington, Juliet Holness? Why didn't you name Andrew Wheatley as the Minister of National Security? But the reason you could not do that, you're compromised because Horace Chang is a part of a system that facilitates, I am being told. I don't know. Horace Chang, have the Chinese invested in you? Why Jamaica Defense Force? Is there any truth that the soldiers are no longer being trained in the US and in Europe, in Britain? Is there any truth that the soldiers are now being trained in China? Why are soldiers being trained in China versus our international partners since independence? The US, the UK, and Canada, and Europe. Why so much Chinese interest have taken over our country? What have the Chinese promised you, Andrew? You need to talk. What arrangements? What arrangements? Makandi, Mondi amba bandi konda. Yande mondi kundi mandia. Let me declare what he promised. The pendulum has revealed it. The 40 million US bond that was signed. Mandi kandi mandi muti yamakasi kundi. Muti kandi yamandi. The 40 million that was signed over. The 40 million that was signed over by Bangel. There is a development. Bangel developers. Who I don't remember. The 40 million that you have signed for the bond to start the mining in St. Anne. The ancestors have said some things, and I want to ask, Juliet Wholeness, is your company the one that has gotten the haulage contract to do the mining in St. Anne? Declare Juliet Wholeness. Bobby Montague, did you or did you not revoke the mining licenses? Bobby Montague, are you a Maroon? Bobby Montague, you are from the Kocho Yanda Bandi. Mundi Yanda Babandi Kunti Yanda. Bobby Montague! Do not sign it. Bobby Montague, listen to your ancestors. Do not dikapa yengapa yanganda bandianda. Mandianda bandianda. Bobby did not sign it. That's why he was removed. Bobby did not sign it. That's why he was removed. Audley Shaw, you're sick. Audley Shaw, he's going to force you to sign that mining license seeds. And the agreement that I've seen in the spirit is the only way he would have kept you on as the minister of transport and mining is if you sign that mining licenses. Audley Shaw, I know you love your daughter dearly. Don't let the ancestors provoke you and your daughters. Audley Shaw, you're a good man. Your father would not be pleased. Audley Shaw, don't sign it. And if him ask you to sign it, I will be your voice, Audley Shaw. Send your assistant to me. I will make it known. Audley Shaw, do not sign it. Your signature, Audley Shaw, is the most powerful signature in the government of Jamaica right now. Audley Shaw, if ye can demand the Moko. Mike Henry! Mike Henry! Lester Henry! Lester Henry! Ja! 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 Is my keeper. Mental crystal time. He took out Mike Henry. It came in my vision. Because Mike Henry is a Rastafari from the house, the 12 tribe of Benjamin. Jah Rastafari. Mike Henry. Mike Henry. I know you are poor. J Kush 2000. But I cannot help you if the ancestors' work is not finished. There's going to be liberation. Every Jamaican will be the wealthiest people. You remember how the people of Israel were wealthy? That is what is about to happen. But the order that comes from Nigeria, from the witch that they sent here, Maureen, the fat woman, she's a witch. She can demand. Amanda Bandi Kandi Monda Karabandi Yambabandi Yambabandi Yanda Bandi Eru Oshun, daughter of creation, Orishi Shango, burn them. Shango, burn the seed that are there in Banka. Shango, 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 Shango. He fired Mike Henry because Mike Henry did not sign to the mining in the cockpit country. He signed, he attempted for Bobby Montague to sign, and Bobby Montague never signed. Him now going to ask the Audley Shaw to sign. Audley, if you do it, Audley can go retire now. I have big plans for you, Audley. Go and go retire, resign from the cabinet and go and go retire. Make me sit down, but when me go make the US government use you for? Because when we make him get the no confidence, I think it would be better that even though you're not well, Audley Shaw, you would have been a better option than Andrew Holness right now. We're going to make you, the US government use the powers that be and state you in the interim. You are Ed Bartlett to run the country. Remember, he's very upset, but he has not sent any police. Put a hype. For all the things that I have said, you say, in a fish business, and I respect that. I respect you, And everybody can tell you, see, this young man, I don't prey upon people. I will flirt and laugh 2 times, but I'll never say to people, come and let me and you get involved in bed. That's not my style. I don't have sex, Jamaica. People can tell you where I live. I don't have sex. Don't any man come to me, here's business them have to come to do. Meaning, them come collect them monies, collect a check, come to pick up something my bearer. I don't mix up in them something there. Because when you're doing spiritual work, people, you have to strip your flesh. Many days I want to do some things are the urges come on. Me have to go do something, go on the farm, do a different recipe. So yes, he's pinned in every corner. Because if him come after me, remember my mental health survivor, him can't lock me up. The only thing they can do is poison me. And that's why I'm on a fast. It's only sweet and water. Sweet and water. Fruits and water. For 21 days. For 21 days. Have I been eating, my dear? No. Water. Water.